What up, good people? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another Black Wealth Sunday, Town Hall Meeting Sunday. Tonight, we are going to talk about COVID-19 1 year later. A lot of people still don't realize just how heavy this thing is, but it came down hard and heavy on the United States, on the whole global economy, and is very, very, very much heavy-handed on the Black community as well. So tonight, we're going to talk about that. But before we get going, we got a couple of guest appearances today. I want to shout out Malik for his major appearance on Jasmine Brand, out here telling the truth, shaming the devil, telling folks spending money make you work harder. Like that was the whole thing for me. That one point is like, we spending all this money to work harder for what? Like, what's the point?
And he said, "I'm gonna go lay my ass down."
That's when I lost it. When he was like, "I'm gonna go lay down," I was like, "Well."
But I want to talk about something real quick. One of the things, got to give Coach Carter his props, because we always busting on each other, but he said he saved his bread, right? So just imagine what you can do when you got what I call that opportunity fund, when those emergencies run around or come up. He had some bread stacked. He was able to maintain his lifestyle, his family, and my man was still out in these streets making these deals happen. So
a little bit. I was in the streets a tiny bit.
It don't matter. Some folks had to totally sit down, couldn't do nothing, nothing at all. So the point is that you were wise enough to start saving your bread, right? And you're not caught up with the flash. Because I saw some of the young boys popping fly in the comments, and I found it again hilarious just how many of us have been programmed by the Willie Lynch program to lynch us and put us in debtors nation prison for whatever reason. I don't know why. But then we got to also spread this love. Courtney is now officially a superstar as well, rocking out with the Budgetnista.
Hey, hold up. Is that why you show up late for us now? Because I mean, that's how you rolling now? Like,
Listen, y'all know I have a whole situation over here. I have to put out fires. Tracy saw my fires. She came.
Oh yeah, there's some fires. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to both of y'all though, because y'all putting out that good shit, that good work. I mean, that the stuff that really means something.
That blue magic. They got
yeah. Yo,
that blue magic on the streets.
That I had to stop defending you, man, because people was coming at me about you on that video, man, about like the Moderna shot, all kinds of stuff, man. Like,
listen, I got it about the Moderna. It's like, I thought you were smart to the Moderna, but I do want to give a shout out to all the women, make me feel good. Talking about my Mary and John, I do appreciate that.
Man, listen,
I still got it. I appreciate that.
That was hilarious.
I thought Malik was about to get a trolley in the comments.
That part was hilarious, yo. That part.
I thought he was about to catch a twirly in the comments.
If everybody who doesn't know what a twirly is something.
Please don't explain. Please don't explain.
Explain.
Okay.
You know what a twirly is?
Yo, shout out to Tracy too for coming in here stunting on us with them glasses, yo. I feel like
I feel underprepared.
Yeah, she's like $1 million right now with them glasses on, like, come out here stunting on it.
My bad, y'all. I came straight from work, so I was like still in work mode. I didn't even get a chance to pull it down a little bit. My bad.
No. Don't apologize. Don't apologize for being super. We just saying.
Out here.
You glowing. You out here glowing.
All right, so listen, y'all. Today and tomorrow are going to be special days for me. Wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to the wifey.
Happy
birthday!
We did a whole caravan pull up today. I was surprised. She didn't want to get out of bed. She didn't want to do nothing. She's like, I'm relaxing. It's my birthday. Even though her birthday until tomorrow, family came through the day. It was crazy. It was good.
Listen, can I also congratulate Kamari and Courtney for their upcoming appearance on the Body Hood podcast. That's an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully, I can get a By the Hood Emmy. For all my
a Bimmy?
Yeah, a
Bimmy.
Okay.
Yo, shout out to my brother Corey too, because Corey and I are part of a collective. We just started our own fund, and we announced it today, and the response has been crazy. So So yeah, so that's what's up.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm just giving everybody a shout out. So shout out to everybody.
Stop the presses. A fund. Talk about it. Tell us about it. What's
All
going
right,
on?
so for the folks that are already in, By the Hood University, they understand what we do every Sunday. We get to it. Myself, Corey, and we got 4 other brothers that are some of the best traders on planet Earth. And we've been running this program for about 10 weeks now, but we've come together collectively, invested our money, created our own fund, and we will be investing our own capital. No, we're not raising capital, so we're not asking for any, no donations, as the good brother would say. But we are raising. We do have a fund. We are investing our capital, and we're allowing folks to follow the journey. You can go to Buy the Hood and figure out more information. Or you can go to mdcstrategy.com. That's mdcstrategy.com. But so yeah, that's our fund. So some of the folks who are watching, I know, already saw us talk about it within the group this morning because we just announced it today, and everything starts to operate tomorrow, man. So we about to, really get to it.
All right, that's
congratulations, man. That's big deal.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. That's what's up. All right, well, listen. Does anybody have a VOB of the week?
Oh my goodness.
Nobody has one?
No, I do have. What's the Gardner boy we was talking about yesterday, Malik? Because Goo.
Gardner with Goo.
Yo, he's amazing, man.
Who's that?
It's a black brother who has his own business, but it's surrounded around gardening, but it's culturally appropriate. I gotta find his page.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at Gardening with Goo.
Okay.
Gardening with Goo.
Oh, he has a YouTube channel too. And by the way, Kamari, I know this is like we're on air, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I figured out how to play YouTube clips on StreamYard, but that's either here. Let me see.
With the sound.
You gotta download the clip and then just play it.
No, you don't.
No, you gotta do. It's different.
And it's not fun. Okay. All right, you gotta teach me that then.
All right, let me see if I can find it. Is it Magoo, Malik? Is it like
Goo, G-O-O?
Oh, with Goo.
So,
Gardening with Goo.
So we don't look like we're super organized. Y'all figure that one out. Just let me know. But let's say what's up to the people. What's up to the people? Tara's in the building. How you doing, Tara?
Here.
Now listen, y'all. We are talking about COVID-19 1 year later.
Find the necessary.
Hey, Kamar, let me ask you this question real quick. Kamar.
Yes, sir.
Why are you so ashy?
Right. No, there's a point to it. He's right. So I have on today a Netter Gold sweatshirt. This sweatshirt is fire. And the sweatshirt is my man Mike, who is the guy who does Why Are You So Ashy? And if you've seen my IG page, Mike did a whole commercial for me. So I'm ashy, but listen, I really am lashy. Like Ashy Larry is probably my first cousin. So I have to lather up about 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 9 layers of lotion before I can get any kind of real sheen. So appreciate that, Malik. Appreciate that.
Oh, that was an alley-oop right there, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn, I thought he was clapping.
I'm like, that's a random slander in the middle of the show.
Listen,
I couldn't see it because I was confused. I was like, "Is he ashy?"
Right, I was like, "Is there a haze over there that I missed it?"
So all right, so what's up, Don? I see you here.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Renee. What up, Jose?
Jose, what's up, bro?
Happy Sunday, folks. LLC tax due tomorrow. Well, listen, actually, Monica is right. Partnerships, S-Corps are due tomorrow, March 15th, the odds of March. Be sure to file an extension if your stuff ain't done, because those fines be very heavy for a long time.
Now, if you have a single member LLC, it is filed on your Schedule C, so it's not due tomorrow. But if you have a partnership, you're considered, if you have multi-member LLC, you're considered a partnership. So yeah, extension. If you and if you forget or you're like, oh, I don't know, file an extension.
Yeah.
I
don't like everybody with the shades tonight. Listen, these ain't even real shades. These are readers, right? Because I ain't been to my doctor yet. I need to go.
Whoa! I'm about to give her another shout out. You know, she's the greatest doctor on planet Earth. So
absolutely,
I'm wearing mine so I won't get.
Go ahead, give it to her. Give it up.
Dr. Archima.
Yes.
Major.
Dr. Archima.
Yep. Eye Innovations over there on City Line Avenue for those who are in the Philadelphia area.
And by the way, real quick, Kamar, if you want to share my screen, I can show you about 15 seconds of gardening with Goo. a young brother who has his business out here. So this is gardening with goo. It's culturally appropriate. So this is the intro to his videos, but he teaches people how to garden.
Nice, I love it.
But it's very culturally appropriate. He's himself, but he's a brother that just likes to garden.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Goo, and I'm behind the garden love right now, getting ready to start my fall garden. But first, I gotta look through my binder and find the necessary.
All right, so that's enough. I ain't gonna show a whole video, but the point is, it's very culturally appropriate. The brother is himself, but he teaches people how to garden, and he's an excellent gardener. He's himself though.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. I love all the black gardeners out here. Even my man out in LA. What is it? Ron Finley, I think it is.
Yes, Ron Finley. Grow some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So wait a second. I'm really intrigued now because I didn't know that there was a fall garden. Like it never even occurred to me. Huh.
Yeah, every season there's crops that grow better. So yeah. I don't know.
Start following Mr. Goo.
Shout out to Gardening with Goo. He's on IG and YouTube. Gardening with Goo.
Ooh, I'm excited.
G-O-O.
Right before I came here, I was on with Nadia Ruffin, the urban farm sister.
Oh, she's fire too.
And she's fire. Right. So what she was talking about was plants and their lighting, and then how much water they need, and what pH they have to be at.
Yeah.
So Nadia is she was like, "Yo, if your plants is leaning, it's because they're trying to find light." Right. And she was like trying to put it. She was putting the whole game on.
Yeah.
What's her name? Nadia what?
Nadia Ruffin. It's Urban Farm Sister with an A.
Urban Farm Sister. She's on IG and YouTube as well, but she's phenomenal. She's the first person. Well, not the first person. She told me, listen, some folks are gardeners, and what you say, Corey? Some people have a garden.
Some people are gardeners, and some people are farmers. And most people that think they're farmers are really actually gardeners.
Right. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a big difference.
I love it.
So basically, shout out to all the black farmers and gardeners out there, man. It's a bunch of black people in that space, and they're revolutionaries in their own right.
That's right. The shades on tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to protect these eyes. Loving those shades. Hey, Adrian, how you doing?
Adrian.
Hey, Angela, how you doing, Angela?
What's going on?
Blue check status, big time, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The glasses are fly.
Told you she's stunting on it.
Oh, shucks. Well, wait a minute. So listen, this person always wants a grand entrance, but she been missing for like a month. Where's she been? What's up? What up, Tiffany?
Yeah. Tiff is the she's the enlightened one. Like she be coming on here with the bars.
Hey, Madeline, how you doing, Madeline?
Hey,
Gahan, how you doing?
What's up, bro?
Andre. What's going on, fam? Rochelle, what's going on?
Hey. All right, Monica. Fines are sexy even if they don't make any money.
IRS want their bread, B.
Yes, they do. Let's kick it with some dirt and seeds. Yep, I'm with that.
Let's do it.
Depending on your zone, certain things can be grown different times of the year. Yep, that's a fact. You around? All right, you everywhere, but you never here. What's up? You ain't been here with us.
You ain't been here, girly girl.
All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. COVID, 1 year later. I would like to hear, quick 30 seconds from everybody about what COVID has done for or against you in this last year. Starting off with you, Tracy. What you got?
Sorry, I was reading these messages from Tiffany. But so COVID a year later, I'm still gathering all of the losses that we took in friends and family circle. Bittersweetly, my business has almost quadrupled with interest rates and grant money and real estate and people fleeing their small houses, apartments, condos that they cannot social distance, they cannot work from home, they cannot school from home and virtual school, and needing more space and needing man caves and needing backyards and all of those things. provided a huge flight from inner city to suburbs since last year. And I definitely have been riding that wave with all of my clients, trying to get them better accommodations in the event this ever happens again and they need more space. On top of that, did a lot of work around my houses, my properties, got a chance to get some health and wealth and yoga and different things and a regimen to meditate every morning and not realizing how important your mental health is during this time when you're shut in the home and in a quarantine space. And I realized also too how important my tribe is. I have a standing call because of COVID with my high school girlfriends. Shout out to class of 9A ENS. We literally talk every Tuesday to make sure that everybody is okay. We can discuss anything. There is no topic off the table. And when I tell you, these women are the ones that have saved my life. Being a single girl living by herself and still having to maintain family, still having to maintain business, still having to climb some level of corporate ladder, but still keep it all together. My tribe is probably the one thing that I can say has been strengthened to almost family.
Got you. Well, let's get some other folks in there. Corey, what you got on this?
I mean, when COVID first kicked off, it was absolutely it was surreal because nobody believed that the world could actually shut down for a year. Like literally the world was shut down for a month. And then as things started to open back up slowly, it was, you could clear a sidewalk with a cough. You know what I mean? And personally, I made a lot of money during COVID because, people were shut in and it was lots of different ways to get a couple dollars during COVID. But I also, my wife wanted, like Tracy said, she wanted away from the city. We stayed on the 10-acre ranch hall for the whole, for the whole time. And I realized that having resources and things to do and places to go that other people don't have, I realized just how lucky I am, you know what I mean, when this situation popped off. I was able to stay with my pop or, with a family member who had resources where we just kicked it on a 10-acre ranch. We it wasn't another human being in sight if we ain't wanted to be.
Right.
And it was just, so she liked it so much that she went and bought a house down there. So, it changed my life in a lot of different ways.
Cool. Courtney, how about you?
Oh, goodness. So, I mean, I think I have to echo what a lot of people have said that COVID, it stopped. I think one of the biggest things I saw in COVID is that COVID called me out on some of my BS. Like some of the things that I was doing that I was just doing to do, like my astronomical eating out budget. Sis, like look at I was like, what? One day I was like, why do I have so much money in my account? Because I wasn't eating out. And I was like, wow, that's how much money I'm spending eating out. Like that's really ridiculous. But also it was like a hard reset. Because again, there was a lot of things that I was doing pre-COVID that didn't really serve me, but I didn't quite know how to remove myself from it. So COVID helped. But in terms of money and finance, like the stock market went crazy. So, the Ivy Investor did really well. So that was great. I mean, just even looking at the circuit breakers that happened that everybody seemed to forget about, the fact that oil went down to zero, also the short squeeze that just came out of nowhere. There were so many things that were like once in a lifetime events during this year that I don't think we were able to appreciate, and we won't be able to appreciate until, kind of in hindsight years later.
Gotcha. Jimmy, how you feeling about this, sir?
Man, first off, that's a nice shirt you got, Corey, by the way. Come on, I don't know if we saw that shirt that Corey had on. That
Yeah, I saw it, man. I was like, dang, I wish I can get a solo on that camera a little bit higher, but
no, but COVID has been interesting because I think for me the word that comes to mind is perspective. When you have the entire world shut down, it just gives you a different perspective because you're caught up in the hustle and bustle of just living every day, and now you have time to slow down and just think about what's really important. You know what I'm saying, in terms of family, friends, and spending time with them, just how valuable that is. When you have a year like I personally had financially, which is honestly my best year I've ever had in business. But then on the other hand, that family and friends I haven't seen pretty much since. So this gives me a little bit of perspective in terms of what's important. It gave me time to actually add more skills. Believe it or not, someone as skilled as myself actually added more skills during COVID. And just and just hyper focus and get a lot of productivity. So it made me realize how productive I can be if I focus as opposed to just the everyday grind that I was on before COVID, because I had to slow down and just take into account of what's important and focus on certain things. So I'll be very brief with this by saying, to me, perspective is the word that comes to mind.
Gotcha. So I want to say this real quick, and then we'll go to Malik. But family. I've had over 10 family members die. I stopped counting, but it's just like, wow. And Tracy mentioned that earlier. Just like all the people that have passed over this last year. And it's like, man, I didn't get a chance to talk to them to get their backstory, or I didn't get a chance to tell them I love them, or, I didn't get a chance to tell them I appreciate them. And it's just like, this thing here has really shown a lot of the cracks in our system. I mean, when I say our, I'm talking about Black folks, and some of the things and some of the policies and practices that we have. And so, but on a good side, I became an enrolled agent. I got some things done. Business definitely increased. So that's a good thing. So it's definitely bittersweet. But Malik, this was your idea, bro. So I wanted to hear what you have for this as we close out this beginning section.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to talk about, COVID 1 year later, where we are. I have definitely, learned a ton. I mean, I picked up, a lot of different skills, and give me opportunity to sit down and watch really kind of what other people are doing, like other ways to make money, other ways to enjoy family. Today was the first time that my mom actually hugged my kids in a year. Right. So it really does get you to appreciate, that physical touch piece. We talk all the time, but that physical touch is a little bit, different, after a year, and her being able to come to the door and see the kids, but not able to, and bring up, my mom was in the street. She was out here in the world. Right. So she was going to parties and all that kind of stuff with my mom. So definitely wasn't messing with her on this COVID thing. Right. But so, but nah, man, you really get like a deeper appreciation, of time, being around and, being with the kids. And it was a gift and a curse, but now what? Now that people are getting back in the street, I was just joking on my live. I got the Moderna, so I'm definitely going to be out back in the street. My wife got the Johnson & Johnson, so in case in 20 years it's an affliction, we both won't be afflicted with the same thing,
That's a fact.
I like the thinking there.
Correct. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, right. So spinning it up, man. But nah, definitely, being here, and it was challenging. I think that on some parts of it, being stressful, being a husband, and my wife working from home now, and it's all like really being kind of cooped up with the kids, and really made it. It was challenging, but I definitely think it brought us together. My youngest, I guess the sad part is my youngest didn't even really know my mom. Like it took him a while to like really warm up to her, and he'll be two next week.
Right.
So, but that's it. I really look forward to, getting back to some type of normalcy. It'll never be the same, but as a matter of fact, listen, I'm telling you what, I am going to a restaurant next week. I'm sitting
Whoa.
there. I am.
This is 180 from Coach Carter as seen on the Jasmine brand. This is a 180.
So hold on. So since you just announced that you're going outside, we have been here every week, y'all, with y'all through rain, sleet, hail, and snow. And I've been wanting for us to do a photo shoot for a while. And Malik, my brother, who always fights me on everything, this is like a decade-long battle, said he wasn't coming to our photo shoot. So since you're going out to eat, you're going to be able to do the Blackwell Project photo shoot, right?
I will do the Blackwell Project photo shoot on after April the 12th.
You must got an appointment with the barber or something.
No, you got to get that second shot.
Second shot.
All right. That's what's up. All right, so that's good. I'm glad we talked about that because I think it's important, right? We've been here every week. We've actually been suffering with the effects of COVID as well. And somebody said something to me the other day when I told them about how many deaths I've experienced, because we haven't had any memorial services, any funeral services. It's like, you really haven't had time to mourn. I said, no, I haven't, and neither has everybody else.
Right.
You know, so it's not just me. It's a lot of folks out here who've lost loved ones, who's lost close people, and they haven't had a chance to mourn. In this era where we're talking more about mental health, you got to definitely factor that into the mix.
This is true.
Most definitely.
But I want to go over.
Go ahead, Courtney. Talk about that for a second, because I think one of the things that I have thought about as we're losing people is that when we go out and outside is open, the people that we're used to seeing when we're out they're not going to be there. Amber Racine passed away in November, and she was such an amazing attorney in Philadelphia, and she was so important to the community. And we've talked about her passing, we've talked about the loss of her, but when we went to her service, but I still think we have not fully felt the impact of her loss, because of our loss and her death, because we just haven't been out and about. So the things that we would expect to see her at, we just haven't felt it yet. And I think that goes across the board for so many people. It's like, you lost grandma, but you weren't really seeing her. But next time Thanksgiving comes around and everybody's out and about because the world is open, that's going to look very different. And I think there's going to be a lot of broken hearts coming up.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I want to have me over here in tears. I need to tell a joke or something.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Kamar, is Karan going to do our photo shoot though? I know Karan is rocks with us every week though, man. So he got
already in the comments. Like,
I already told y'all I would love for Karan to do it if he has time. You know, Karan's super busy, man. He be shooting shoots for like these major corporations, some utilities. Can't name no names, but he kind of big out in the streets.
Well, listen, tell him we got the Ivy investor in our team, so we should be able to get
And listen, Jimmy, don't forget as seen on Jasmine Brand.
As seen on Jasmine Brand, we got Coach
and photo shoot Tracy. Like,
that's right.
Yeah, Tracy body her last.
We got photo shoot Tracy.
I'm gonna stay in the back because Tracy body her last photo shoot. Like,
she absolutely did. But hold on, before we get to the comments, right? I want to run some numbers. Let's talk about some numbers real quick. All right. So today is March 14th, 2021. 1 year ago from yesterday, March 13th, 2020, we had 556 cases of COVID. We were averaging 273 cases over a 7-day period. So just hang with me for a minute, y'all. July 19th, 2020, we had 62,000 cases of COVID in that day alone. And the 7-day average was 66,000. January 8th, 2021, we had 300,000+ cases of COVID on one day. 3/13/2021, we are now at 64,000 cases per day. Or yesterday, that's how many we had. So we started from a low base, went up to a high pinnacle, and then now we're back down again. And so a lot of people, I bring these numbers up, right? Because a lot of people don't realize just how impactful this was, right? So we had over 29.5 million cases of COVID. I'm only talking about the United States numbers, y'all. I'm not even talking about the world numbers. And we had over roughly 534,000 deaths in this country. That's a 2% mortality rate, meaning roughly 2% of the people died. Now, some people may say, whoa, that's low. That's low. That's not really that big. However, when you compare it to the flu, because everybody wanted to compare it to the flu, we had roughly 38,000 cases of flu in 2018. We only had 22,000 deaths. And so I don't know how exact the numbers are, but those are the numbers from the CDC that I got. That's less than a 1.001 mortality rate. And I know a lot of us in our community feel that COVID's not real. It's a hoax. It's a conspiracy by the government. It's a conspiracy by the population folks. I don't know. All I do know is that people were dying and shit got real.
I had
ignore that.
I had COVID. I had it. It was not a walk in the park. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's not real. I mean, and I've had at least 3 friends end up in ICU that were the same age as me, end up in ICU from COVID complications. And I mean, I have one friend who's fully recovered. I have one friend that may never fully recover. So for those people thinking, and like I said, around the same age as me, and I'm the baby of the group. Okay. But in terms of just conceptually, I don't understand how people walk around saying it. I can see how people will say because it hasn't touched them, but it's just got to the point where I feel like COVID in some way, shape, or form has touched everybody that I just think it's impossible to say it's not real. So.
Right. But one thing I want to say, I read a stat line the other day, and I shared it because it kind of triggered me. I think COVID is out to get Americans, but 78% of the deaths and severely ill patients were obese. So that really leads to, if you live a healthier lifestyle, you have a better chance of fighting the virus.
Absolutely.
And this American diet, what they call it, the sad for a reason. That's why. It's one of the reasons why I think it affected us. And then when you look at Italy, I think Italy is like a heavy pasta and milk country. Like, I think those are the 2 countries I think were hit the worst, were the U.S. and Italy. I don't think any countries were hit worse than those 2.
But Italy also has a much older demographic. But again,
I'm not
disagreeing with. No. The majority of our population is actually skewing younger. We have
now.
No, but Italy, for Europe as a whole, they're not having any babies, right? Most of their population is 40, 50 plus. It's all skewing to the older folks. But I'm not disagreeing with Malik. I don't want to put this out there and make it sound.
I mean, as soon as I put up the post that we were having,
the better the diet, the better you are. But go ahead, Jimmy.
As soon as I put up the post that we were going to have this conversation, the first comment on our IG page, on the Bodyhood IG page, was someone telling me that it's a hoax, it's not real, and people are getting paid to say it's real. But I'm not arguing with folks anymore. I said, cool, see how you feel. Like, if
man, those the same people that said 5G towers was killing people, man. You can't argue with them people, man.
Yeah,
you gotta let them believe whatever they believe.
But here's the thing. Then this is the question I really wanted to ask, right? All of us on this panel, even in our audience, we understand the history of our people in this country. We know why we second guess everything that comes down the pike. But what do we do moving forward? How do we rock this going forward? How do we navigate this going forward?
I mean, navigate the virus for you, mean?
It's the virus and life overall. I mean, because there's so many factors into it, right? Because now the thing is, do you get the vaccine or don't you get the vaccine, right? Because again, people still believe that it's a hoax. A lot of people are not going to get the vaccine.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it. I mean, I wasn't going to do it. And then I decided to do it. But after we got some more data, I didn't want to be the beta tester, and it wasn't until a friend of mine's mom was like, yeah, you could wait until it's too late, And of course, me being overweight as someone with the autoimmune disease, and I'm out in the street and not wanting to bring it home to my family, I decided to go ahead and trust the vaccine, And then I was talking to my uncle, and he told the story. He was like, "Wait a minute, like we drink all this liquor, people shooting up heroin, snorting coke, smoke anybody weed, but we're scared to get a needle. Like, come on, like it don't work both ways. You have no idea what's in your food. Go to these fast food restaurants, including Chick-fil-A, and
slow that one down. No Chick-fil-A You was cool.
Right. You read the ingredients of your food, have no idea what it is, but you don't want to take a vaccine that is supposed to, that could potentially save your life.
That is an amazing point, yo. Because some of y'all will smoke anybody's trash.
Smoke anybody. Listen. You end up like DMX out here, man. But I think that
I don't know if everybody got that point, Malik.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
I did.
I don't know if everybody got that point.
I will say so. Also with the
damn, it just gave me a meme idea.
No, it's a lot of treatments coming. So I was thinking about waiting for a treatment also. A lot of really good treatments, and so I was like, okay. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's been a nurse 50 years, a man mom. She said, she's like, there's no guarantee a treatment is going to work for you.
Yep.
And so, yeah, just go ahead. So now, like, it's really telling you, like, you really got to live a healthier life and you be better prepared to survive these things. Like, you have to.
I get it. I get it. Courtney, looks like you got something to say over there.
No, Malik is just, he's, ever since he got on the Jasmine brand, he's just,
He's on fire now. He must got some of his audience watching this.
Yes.
Like, what is this color? Like, what's going on?
He put the glasses on and now
he turned from David Ruffin to David Banner.
No.
So yeah, I'm here for it. I really I was heavy in keto when I got sick. And I really think that the way I was living my life, I was on the Peloton every day. I need to get back onto it. But I think the way I was living my life helped me, fight it off. And it was still a fight. But I really do think the way I was living my life really did help. And then Ty got it, and Ty was in and out of the gym too. So again, I think what helped is that we were living a healthier lifestyle. But I think that entirely too much, we gamble, and especially people of color, we're predisposed to many problems, and we also have some pretty heavy comorbidities. So unfortunately, we were really put in a bad spot. I know it's my computer. Like, I've just been having issues all day, but we're all good. You got to listen to what I said.
But I think the one thing everybody can agree on is that we got to do better with diet. I think nobody can dispute that, conspiracy theorists or not, right? I think it's clear, living day proof that we shouldn't be walking around with an extra 50 pounds on our bodies. We're not built for that. We're not built for that. So that's definitely something I'm working on. I know Jimmy done lost like 100 pounds already. So salute to that brother as well.
I'm trying, man, because you're right. It's about, to me, it's about wealth, right? We talk about Black wealth. It's not just money. It's the whole picture, the mental health, the physical health, the financial health. Like it's a full spectrum. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to have this show and talk about these topics every Sunday, man.
Right, absolutely. All right, so let's jump back into the comments real quick. So Tiffany says we missed you. Yeah, you coming in such a spectacle, bro. You had that voice in middle of high school. You made life difficult for dudes. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm actually the quiet one, so you ain't got to worry about nothing around me. And to be honest, it's only the older ladies that really care. They say,
you be very white generation.
Yeah, you be cooking with the Cougars.
Yeah.
The Cougars love Kamari.
No, they might not even be Cougar status. They might be in retirement. Like they be having some bars. I'll be like, yo, you like 67? My mom like, how you talking to me crazy like that? But,
you better get that Social Security check now.
Hey,
there you go.
And listen, Courtney, I got you as my estate planner, so we can work some things out. Get on that.
Oh man, yo, wow.
They run the scam right here on the live on air. They put the scam together.
All right, so says, Courtney, that Roblox article was enlightening.
You're welcome.
Great job, Courtney.
Yeah.
COVID saved me gas money.
A lot of gas money.
I appreciate that.
And sadly, gas is above $66 again. So we done came full circle. We done came full circle. So y'all can enjoy that cheap gas, but it's gone now. Gas like $3 a gallon right now.
It is. It really is.
All right, Jose says, after going through COVID in the last month, I gotta apologize to court for my COVID comments in earlier sentence in the chat, I didn't know you made any COVID comments, but okay. But I'm still not taking that vaccine. Okay.
I think it's fair. I mean, I think listen, as long as you're educated about your decisions, I mean, you have to go to bed with them. But I don't remember the COVID comments.
Yeah, he was saying that. It was kind of fake and weird, and we was trying to tell him like it ain't. But you know, it was. Yeah, when you go through it, when you face it up close, you don't believe anything about it is fake.
Right.
I know.
Normally.
No, I'm struggling right now, right? Because now my kids want to go see my wife's mom, hang out with her, and she will get vaccinated. But her husband, my father-in-law, he's one of those people. He's one of the people that feels like you're against God because you don't trust God by taking the vaccine. He's one of them people. You know,
God bless you.
He's like, if you have faith, then you wouldn't need to take the vaccine.
Wow, honey, listen, faith without works is dead, honey.
Say it again.
Yeah. So listen, this is a fact. He doesn't go to church anymore because they make you wear a mask, and he's saying that they're being unfaithful.
Oh man.
Okay.
My man's super religious.
Yeah.
Out of respect for Malik and his wife, we want to keep moving along because I don't have nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Who's the engineer on the show doing a great job? Well, and that engineer is awesome. Awesome, man. All right. COVID helped me and my children so much it slowed us down, and we needed it.
Yeah.
We just want to go every day, 14 hours a day. Now we can appreciate each other, learn and grow together as a unit. Yeah.
Man,
that's cool. The truth. Yeah.
That's super
good. And again, I know everybody has lost somebody, right? Or somebodies. They're not coming back. So now we've really got to think about treasuring the ones that we got. All really insightful perspectives on COVID. Thank you, Courtney. Now, is that a real Courtney or is that another Courtney?
No, it's a real Courtney.
You said that was her burner account? She here on her burner account?
No, and that's
Courtney got burner Twitter.
Listen, y'all know Courtney be doing that sometimes.
No.
Read those ingredients, bro.
I'm gonna get you right in your face. You want to know who's me shooting?
Oh Lord.
She do be online shooting that folks. I give her,
she stays shooting.
Hey,
all right. So how dare this blasphemy dude put his mouth
on a Sunday too?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Leave Chick-fil-A alone. You could have made that point without bringing him up.
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
I brought them up for a reason, right? Because everybody think they're the healthiest. They are the most delicious, but they're not the most. They're not the healthiest.
Not only are they not the most healthiest, they are probably one of the most egregious on some of their social justice issues.
Correct, they are.
So
and their food tastes like cafeteria food.
Y'all going way too far. You keep going to the comments, bro, because y'all going too far.
Cafeteria food.
Y'all out of pocket, yo. Y'all
shit really tastes like cafeteria food, though.
Y'all out of pocket.
Nah, God.
Listen, get that boomer money, bro. I ain't see somebody rocking with me. All right. See, I don't know what's CW2?
Court 2.
Oh, Court 2. Gotcha. Yeah, so we seen a lot of money come through these streets. They're saying black folks are on par in the stock market now. Do y'all believe that new stat?
No. I don't know about that. Hey, I would say one thing though, man. All the money in the streets. The finance rebel. Let's say you enjoying these stimmy memes though. You went ham with the stimmy memes.
Listen, all right. So all due respect, I gotta give it up though. I'm having fun with this, but I gotta give Jimmy his props. He put out a meme yesterday that was so freaking fire. Now, I mean, I don't even think you realize how fire that joint was with Minister Khalid Muhammad, God rest his soul, rest in power. And he said, for all of you folks who don't buy black, what did he say, Jimmy? Like, y'all was crazy. And it's so true. It's so true. And it's funny that we have so many people in living day 2021, black people who don't want to buy black and don't understand the importance of it. And that meme summed it up perfectly. So I know I had a couple fire memes this week, Jimmy, but out of respect for that one joint, you king meme of this week.
Thank you, Sarah. And I'm glad you recognized that, because actually the funny thing is the one that got more traction was the other one I did with the Will Smith one with the my STEMI meme. I guess it's probably because it was a STEMI meme. The STEMI meme was a big, huh?
I missed that one. I don't think I saw
The
that
one
one.
where you said when the STEMI and your check hit at once, all at one time.
If you really didn't see it, I could pull it on the screen for you. Like,
no, that's okay. That's okay. We not getting sidetracked. All right. Queen Monica says, COVID gave me the time to restructure my finances, put my debt reduction plan in place, and set a realistic and firm retirement plan. Kudos to you.
Yeah, love it.
Awesome.
All right, when's the photo shoot? Well, he said after April 12th. So I guess we'll have to schedule around this time, even though he can go to the restaurant and spend his money. I hope it's a black-owned restaurant, too.
It's Ground Round. Whatever happened to Ground Round?
Malik go to Chick-fil-A after all that slander. He's going to pull up.
After all that slander,
he's going to be sitting there through for half an hour.
With a Chick-fil-A shake.
Hey, listen, man, as a Chick-fil-A red member, never mind. I mean, be quiet.
You a brand ambassador?
Yeah, you about to get flagged. You going a little bit too hard for the ops right now.
You a brand ambassador?
Jimmy, is it peach milkshake season yet? I feel like it's coming.
No, it's Shamrock.
It should be here soon. It should be here soon.
It's Shamrock season.
The weather.
No, I'm not Shamrock.
St. Patty's Day coming up.
All right, so hold on. So Tiffany, do you want to be the shoe coordinator? Or you want to get our matching outfits together and everything?
Nah, she gonna be sitting right in the front. You know she ain't playing around with us.
You know what? I'm not even sure I can fit anything after this whole year. I don't even know.
That's another symptom of being COVID too. Like nobody knows what size they wear. Girls can't put on their heels. We got
like black Tims and black hoodies.
Walk out the house. Like it's
I got 70 fire black hoodies to wear.
I like black Tims and black hoodies. But hold on though, I didn't see this thing.
No, I saw it, and I meant to bring it up as a joke earlier today, but I'm on the subject now. Okay, Willard, is this you? Have you not fixed your thing yet? Who is this reporting in, y'all? But I'm on the subject now. Okay, what do you think about Kurt Franklin cussing at his son's recording?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think about it at all.
I didn't hear about the story or see it, but was he like?
So basically, Kurt Franklin was having an argument with his 33-year-old son, and he basically told him he would bust his ass. I'm not going to go into everything else he said. I'm here for it. I have a 27-year-old son. I've said some of the same things to him when he gets out of pocket, so I get it. Your kids will take you there, but I think it's really some sucker shit for his son to leak
that part.
Listen,
definitely is on the side of some sucker shit.
Keep your family business inside the fam, right?
Now,
if you and your pop having a beef, that's you and your pop. Clearly, there's a relationship there. He's 33, so that man has raised you for 33 plus years.
Raise is a little funny, and I don't disagree with you that he's a grown man and punks jump up to get beat down where I'm from. So if you want the smoke and you stand up and you do that, that's what you get. But I will also say they've had a very, very sordid history. I say the word raised, like he raised him, because Kurt had a real good past back in them 33 years ago when he was trying to get his life back on track with the Lord. Now, he also mentioned Kurt did a full soliloquy on Instagram explaining he was apologizing for what he said, apologizing for how he said it, and also mentioned he got on the phone with a therapist with his son, and his son didn't record that part either. And he has been in active therapy with his son for several years because of the toxic relationship that they have.
So Tracy, you just proved my point, though.
I know.
The man is trying to be a good father.
Correct.
The son, the 33-year-old son, don't see that. There's something wrong with the son. And I'm not trying to say Kurt's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. All parents make mistakes. It's going to happen. But you put that out on your pop? Come on.
I had some jokes and all, but Kamari took this real serious. I'm just gonna follow
up. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like listening to it, I ain't really hear what happened because I don't follow pop culture at all. But Like, I don't care
No,
about
no, I'm laughing at Rich in the comments. Rich is a fool, yo.
He is.
He's right though.
But the whole thing about it is, if I'm having a conversation with you and you recording it, what are you doing? What does that say about our relationship?
Right.
What does that say about our relationship that you feel the need to record what I'm saying to you?
But my question is this though, right? So what does that say about the relationship? That makes me question, Kurt though. What does it say about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what goes on in their relationship that he felt the need to record what was being said to him? Because something is coming back from that way that's making that youngster feel that way. Now, I'm not defending him because that's some sucker shit.
He's 33. Go ahead, youngster. Go ahead.
Correct.
Compared to the person that he was talking to. Compared to the person he was talking to, not in a general sense, but compared to the person he was talking to. That's his spot.
Like culture in general.
I'm always going to call my son a youngster. He could be 60. If I'm still on Earth, my son a youngster. But anyway,
this culture in general is crazy. Like the whole recording of everything.
Correct.
I just assume everybody recording everything because that's just what it is in today's culture. Like, and I understand what you're saying about like being family, that being his father. How many people we've seen record people, like, in terms of politicians and people that are famous that being recorded by
How many people record themselves doing dumb shit? How many people record themselves?
My concern with all of this is what I hear is a broken family. I hear a lot of things that need therapy. I hear a lot of stories that aren't being told, stuff that wasn't recorded on that little snippet that needs to be handled in-house and with a professional. And at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. The child ain't perfect. Him being a grown man at 33 thinking he should record his superstar father and put it out there for the tabloids. All of that needs some serious healing beyond all of it. And I don't want no parts of it. I got no opinion on that man and their family.
But I wanted to talk about this real quick with Karan said. I mean, I guess, so people feel I go super hard for Black women, but I do go hard for Black fathers, right? Because I feel like Black fathers get, like real Black fathers, the fathers that's there, the fathers that despite no matter what's going on, they showing up. And I feel like they don't get they just do. Everybody know Mama going to Disney World after the Super Bowl, right? And Mama should, right? I ain't trying to take nothing from Mama. But Pop should get something too. He can get a little Donald Duck or at least a little Mickey Mouse costume or doll or something. And that usually don't happen. So, Karan, you out here pulling my card, bro. You out here pulling my card.
Stop. I still think that stop joke is hilarious.
Richard hit it.
All caps though. Like,
hey, listen, Don right here with a bar, man. Don DeMarco.
That makes us relatives. That does not make us family. That makes us relatives.
There's a difference between family and relatives, bro.
It's definitely a difference between family and relatives.
Yeah.
All right, so Adrian says, I will say because of COVID, when I resume going out for events, dressing up for me will consist of leggings, t-shirts, because I can't fit nothing up.
I'm with you.
I ain't mad at that.
Don't forget the matching mask, because that's a part of people's outfits from now on. That's part of the leg. You got to have that. You know what I mean?
All coordinated.
I already see it on IG. Some of y'all boys, some of y'all body in the mask. Y'all got a mask for every outfit. I'm like, this is a real thing now.
Yeah.
But I do want to bring up about the fact about recording people. Every state has its own rules about recording people. So make sure you don't run afoul if you're recording someone and a state has a dual party consent, like all people on the recording have to consent to being recorded, because you get yourself jammed up in the streets. I'm saying Pennsylvania has a dual record. So just kind of do with that what you want. That's not legal advice. I'm just trying to keep y'all out of trouble.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, in terms of Black fathers, I mean, shout out to my father. He is probably the most amazing person ever. And that's it. That's
I ain't mad at that.
Bars.
That's dope. Shout the pops.
I can respect that.
We see you, Kamari, trying to show off the new mask. You got a bunch of them too, huh?
Yeah. I need to get, because I needed a beard joint, because all the other ones are too small for me. So this joint was like $20.
Where you get that from, Kamari?
Was it a Black-owned business?
I think they're Black-owned business, but I'm going to tell y'all, man, there's a lot of fake companies parading around like Black-owned businesses, and they fraud.
You can't really tell.
I can't tell, but I brought it from Diop. I hope they're Black-owned.
Huh? They sound Black-owned.
No, not on South Street. I brought it offline. I found it offline. So let's see if I can find them real quick. I mean, it took a good.
Yeah, but so I think we're gonna have to talk about the what we're gonna do moving forward, man. Have y'all really been peeping like all the robots coming out, like all the technology coming out? Like, my God, yo, it's gonna be a job tsunami out here. Like,
yo, and the thing. So the thing we didn't talk about, and you just reminded me of that, is how COVID sped everything up.
Correct.
Like all of the things that were supposed to come out 3 and 4 years from now that came out last year. COVID showed a lot of people hand. It showed the government hand. It showed that they don't need our tax money for nothing. They just start printing money and doing whatever they want to do. They don't need our tax money for squat. It showed people hand because like people was super busy and couldn't focus on their families and do the things that they needed for themselves. And a lot of people got a chance to slow down and do a lot of the stuff that they talked about doing. And like Malik said, he got a chance to learn a lot of stuff. Jim had a chance to lose 100 pounds. You know what I mean? I got a chance to chill on a 10-acre farm. I could have did that at any point. I just decided that it was the best thing to do for my family at that time. Or that was available to me at all of that time. And so people really showed their hand.
Can I tell you guys?
And the world showed this.
Hold on 1 second, folks. I just wanted to show this real quick because I found it. So we can just move on.
But you can't take a look at my classic meme, but we can.
Dang, Jimmy, I gave you meme of the week, bro. What more?
No, but I wanted to show you the one that the streets like better. You know, since you didn't see it, I was going. You know,
you got the mud black one, the mud black.
Yeah, I like this other one though too. There's a couple of them they got.
They definitely got all black faces on their site.
Right, but you know that don't mean nothing. But yeah, I'm hoping they are. And I don't see no pictures of nobody. Like I like to see
pictures. If you don't see pictures, it ain't black.
Yeah, it's probably a little white guy named Carter. He owns this whole site.
Yeah.
Hold on, look at the picture. The blackface and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This wasn't. I didn't see this before. All right. So he's first generation. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you Google him, the mask owner, his name pops up, and it's legit.
Okay. All right. We good. All right.
Now, see, Jim, back to you. If you show my meme, then I got to show mine because the one I put out today was fire.
Which one? I'll go ahead and show you. You go first, Paul.
No, it's okay.
Yo, here's what I will say though. The one discovery, the one thing that came about in my life during COVID that's amazing is Instacart. I just want to say that the discovery of Instacart is a life changer. So we had never used it before COVID, but now I don't know if we will not use it. So put it out there.
I agree with you with all of the technology around delivery services and finding out whether or not certain things are available for just pickup, and all of the companies that generated their pickup apps. It was helpful.
Yo, listen, Walmart and Disney changed their whole business. They changed their whole business. Yep. Like Disney turned into Netflix, literally over a year span. Disney just went from being a theme park that had a streaming service to a streaming service that now attaches a theme park to it. Like they switched their whole business model inside of a year. And so Walmart was people they still get foot traffic, but they changed their whole digital imprint inside of a year.
But Corey, I think this is a major point, right? They had all that stuff already in the mix. They were already working for it. Disney Plus was already coming.
Yeah, but they weren't focusing on it.
No, I got you. So they didn't expect to hit 90 million subscribers until 2024, and instead they hit 95 million in 2021. So, but going back to your point about speeding up, I think it's sped up like crazy.
But they also had resources, and I think we underscored that a lot. Is that they had the resources to pivot. And so many of us did not have the resources to pivot. And I think that's something that I really would like us to look at a lot more, because again, is that, it wasn't, as my mom says, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. And I think my mom be dropping bars. She gets on my nerves, but she be dropping bars. But I share that to say they were just talking about it today on like one of those morning Sunday shows that they specifically said there's going to be another COVID. And it may not be COVID or another coronavirus, but there's going to be something else in our path that's really going to be problematic. And the more resources you are, the more able you are to deal with the storms.
That's absolutely true.
Because one thing I noticed that we are completely as a community undercapitalized.
But Courtney, that's exactly why, just giving Malik big ups again, he prefaced savings in that video, his Jasmine brand video. He had resources when it came. He was able to sustain and take advantage of opportunities.
Listen, man.
So, but that's because I've been there, right?
We got a real life example, right? And all of us have kind of done that to some extent, right? But we got a real life example right here. He saved his bread and he ain't buy dumb shit. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, man. At the 2008, I was flat broke. You know, I lost everything. I lost my business. I lost real estate. I mean, I lost everything. I had no money. I had to move to North Carolina and get a job with no car. Do you know how hard that is? How hard it is to live in Durham, to get around with no vehicle? How much walking I had to do? How much begging for rides I had to do? You know, I had to stay with a friend of mine's family just to kind of make ends meet. And then came back up here. You know, I had to work at LA Fitness, and I've been fat. You know, so trying to set memberships at LA Fitness, that's not an easy job. You know, I did that. So it's not, I had to just like really try to figure out how to make it. And ever since then, I was like, all right, I need to make sure I got some bread for this next time I come around. I need to be stacked up and take advantage of it. I know a lot of people got rich after 2008. So I'm like, you know, so I need to be ready, you know, for next trip.
Yep.
So real quick, everybody, I want to piggyback off of what Corey and what Malik have been talking about. Now, we all have been talking about this, all of us individually on our platform. But what's one thing you would like to see everybody in the audience and our community do? What would that be? Just one thing.
Let me jump in here. I'm gonna talk to the audience real fast. I need you guys to not be doing the same thing you were doing last year. You know, like really understand, like whatever you were doing last year, I don't care how much money you made. I don't care how much time with your family. Whatever you were doing last year is not enough. You know, whatever you were doing, you have to do more and do it differently. You know, whether it's your career, figure out how to make some other side bread. You know, whether it's saving money, save more money. Whether it's spend the time with family, spend more time with family. Like those things you really have to do. That's what I would say.
Gotcha. What do you got, Corey? What's the one thing you would want to see everybody do?
Subscribe to the. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. No, I want everybody to check on themselves, right? Not just check on everybody else. Check on you, right? Make sure that you good, right? Make sure that that if something, you know, make sure all of your ducks is in a row, because COVID let everybody know that you can get right up out of here right quick. Mm-hmm. So make sure that you checking up on you. Make sure all of your stuff is in order, right? You know, because you know through this, I have good friends, and so I was able to talk to Jim and Courtney and everybody on this Black Wealth Project, and you know it helped us get through because we was here every Sunday talking to y'all, but also talking to one another, and so having that camaraderie and checking on yourself and having that camaraderie, like make sure that you know that kind of stuff is on. Relationships are gold. Relationships are crypto. Relationships are Bitcoin. Like,
all right, Jimmy, what you got?
After y'all follow me on Instagram at JW the Blueprint, right? So that's the one thing I want you to do. But it's like after that though, I want people to start writing things down. I think that's like very simple. That's not going to cost you anything. But when I say write things down, write down your expenses, write down your income. Just get a good idea of where you are. Write down your goals. Just start writing things down because you'll be surprised at how much that can help you in your overall journey by just writing things down. I know a lot of times we say, I know what I'm doing, or I know what I'm getting, or I know what my goals are, but just actually put things in writing. I think that's important. And also I would say find your tribe. It's part of what Corey was saying because
one thing.
Okay. I mean, it's all connected. All right. Let's write things down. Start writing things down.
All right, Tracy, what you got?
I was about to say, I was like, you guys took a lot of the ones that I was thinking about too already. The one thing that I will say is invest in yourself. If you do something well or you get paid to do it for someone else, try your hand at doing it for yourself. These LLCs, this business acumen, understanding, if you didn't learn anything that COVID has been saying about businesses, the tax code favors businesses. So if you can invest in yourself, if you can invest in something financially, if you can learn a different industry, do that, because there is no value ever placed on exponentially being able to pivot in no matter what times or what economic climate in or what pandemic we have to sit through to be able to feed yourself, feed your family, and feed your spirit.
Gotcha. Courtney, what do you think? What's the one thing that you would want people to take away with?
I think I had to piggyback on what Jimmy said. Really taking an assessment, writing stuff down, but really taking an assessment of what worked and what didn't, what went well and what didn't go so well. Because I think not everything that you were doing was wrong or bad. And not everything that you were doing that you thought was good is actually good. So understanding like what you want to carry forward and what you want to leave behind. I think those are the things that are most important. So to Jimmy's point, and write it down and hold yourself accountable to it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go last. Execute. A lot of y'all got a lot of bomb ideas. A lot of y'all are waiting for everything to be perfect for you to execute. Ideas are great. They really are. They really are important. However, execution is what really matters. So execute. And listen, if you mess up, if it's not right, that's okay. You learn something new. And don't worry about doing all the other stuff that you're seeing folks doing on social media. Don't worry about the foreigns. Don't worry about tax LLC or tax Twitter.
They lying anyway.
Thank you, Jimmy. Just try some stuff out. Execute, try some stuff out. See what worked, see what didn't work, and then go back to the drawing board. All right. So before we close out, I definitely want to get back into some of these comments. Let's see where we at. Y'all try Chicka Boom. I don't know what that is.
It says black on.
Black on. All right. Listen, you gotta put us on to that, Rich.
I'm not familiar with that body of work.
Yeah.
It sound like a shaky, but it's all good.
We can just test it out just for the culture, just for Black Wealth Project research purposes.
Absolutely. Our agent says, heck yeah, that's why I'm getting ready to switch my career to tech. Listen, the whole future is tech. So you can't go wrong doing that.
Oh, I did heard it. It's up this is on up Lancaster Avenue. I think Malik went there before.
Okay. So Monica says, Kamari, facts. I've been trying to be more deliberate about spending my money with Black companies. The research I have to do to make sure the companies are actually Black owned can be exhausting. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, when I see Asians selling dashikis, nothing burns me up more. And then the fact that we go buy the shit, is something else.
Yeah, they wouldn't sell it if we wasn't buying it.
Exactly. Courtney, listen about these taxes. Absolutely.
Sure.
Man, it's the hella clutch. We live in pretty much a food desert and don't even notice.
Man, listen.
Disney Plus launched in November 2019. Yo, that number I just talked about, that 95 million, is something.
They did that in a year. They did that in a year.
No, they didn't. Because what you have to realize is that, how old is Disney? Disney is roughly 100 years old.
Yeah.
All of that legacy comes into that 95.
That goes into brand, though. That goes into a brand.
Right.
When you know at launch, you're going to have X number of folks who just believe in the Disney brand that much. That goes into, that's a powerful company.
And again, Corey, I get your point. I do. But I want people to realize that the sooner you start, the more leverage you'll have ultimately. So.
Yes, indeed.
Quarantine showed me how much you can stack savings. when all you can do is go to work and go straight home. That's a fact.
True.
But I've noticed that there's a lot of underground shaky butts that's been in the area. A lot of folks ain't going home.
Smart.
Shout out.
Did you just tell on yourself? Did you just tell on yourself?
He got tax clients in there. He got tax clients in there. He's making sure that self-employed individuals.
Listen, strippers are considered sex workers, and sex work is a legitimate industry, and they need representation too.
I'm not saying anything about the strippers. I'm talking about you knowing what they doing.
Listen, man, I gotta keep my ear to these streets, man.
It was a podcast. I think it was Planet Money. It was a young lady who was she was an escort. Let's say escort. But the story was about how she built up a multi-million-dollar portfolio because she was dating a bunch of guys on Wall Street, and she learned to invest her money. But the reason they did the story is because she had got questioned because she was setting up like IRAs and things, and they were like, "Well, what's your income?" And she's like, she was reporting her income as an escort. Like so. It was an interesting podcast, though.
That's that real on-the-job training right there.
Oh man!
So Courtney says, "Pivots. What about favorite words?" Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Shad said it's raining when Noah built the ark. Yeah,
it wasn't raining.
I mean, I don't know. I can't get into these debates.
I wasn't there.
It was
I wasn't there.
Technically, it was both. The point being is that he built it before the flood came down. So. The Ivy investor with Pastor Eubanks bars. Courtney, do you understand that? I understand that. They're talking about Antonio Eubanks over and by the hood.
Oh man,
I am in by the hood, so I have seen a lot of the references that James has been making.
Oh,
Lord, hit me with the government. Listen,
all right, Don Johnson says relationship.
We are privileged to have the blue check within the group, so we appreciate you.
All right, so Adrian says, I meant to say thank you to everyone on this panel. Coping mentally last year caught me off guard, but you all were and are a bright spot in the week. I appreciate your knowledge, humor, and love for our community.
Oh, man, hold up. Let that sit there for a minute. That's a screenshot. That's going on IG right there.
That's awesome.
Pop.
Somebody take that. We need that. Thank you, Adrian.
Listen, I got the timestamp. Thank you for saying that, Adrian. That's so much appreciated.
Absolutely. Discipline and execution are the words of 2021. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
And by the way, there are plenty of black businesses that are not black owned and operated.
For sure.
Oh, that's the air quote John. Yeah.
Jumia.
What's that?
Right. It's like the African Amazon.
Oh Lord.
Hey, listen, man. Andre Iguodala sits on the board of Jumia.
So Monica says I was on a Death, Sex, and Money podcast.
Oh, that's the podcast about the young lady.
That's actually a great podcast too. What? Right. Shad says it wasn't raining. Yeah. I got it. Courtney's mom dropped those bars. Absolutely. All right. Last one. Jimmy Anderson will be the Grammys tonight.
I gotta put the Grammys on.
Yes,
That's Jimmy's jam.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yo, that song is amazing, yo.
I'll catch it on YouTube.
Oh, you come on, man.
I ain't giving them no viewership.
Talking about smells like Teen Spirit. Come on, man.
All right, I got a plan design for plan and execute.
One of the tiebreakers of all time.
That's what's up, Jose. Definitely keep us abreast of that. We want to be around so we can support. But listen, y'all, we appreciate you all being here. Quick closing comments from everyone, starting with Courtney. What you got as we close out?
Oh, we have a lot going on this week. So we have our tax program. I'm super excited about that. Jimmy and Corey and I are working on another class.
Yes.
We're just doing the things. So final comments, continue to be students, continue to follow the Black Project, and just in an execute.
You ain't gonna talk about your part with your thing coming up in April with the Budgetnista?
Oh, the thing I have coming on tonight with the Budgetnista.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go.
Flex.
You got something tonight too?
Tonight, at 9:00, we're doing a little mini session.
Show them muscles. Show them muscles. Flex on them.
So I'll be doing a whole summit in April. Super excited about that. We just working with the Budgetnista. It's just been it's been good stuff. I'm really, really excited.
And listen, if y'all don't know who Tiffany the Budgetnista is, please go look her up. She's dope. She's super dope. And Courtney is a part of her team. So that's great. Congratulations, Courtney.
That's super fun.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right,
Hey,
real quick.
can I do the black icon of the week?
Yes, indeed.
Jimmy Williams.
It's listen, I gotta give a shout out to the late great John Singleton. I mean, an incredible filmmaker, and I've been watching Snowfall and what he set that show up to be for this 4th season. My God, like this is such an amazing show that he developed. I think it's some of the best character development of anything I've ever watched before. John Singleton, we salute you. We appreciate you. For those that don't know, John Singleton, he actually started out on Pee-wee's Playhouse as a production assistant, but his first major film was Boys in the Hood. He also went on to produce some of our favorites: Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, Rosewood, Shaft, Baby Boy. He did Too Fast, Too Furious, 4 Brothers, and Abduction. For those are some of the films that he did. He also produced others I won't necessarily go into, man, but they we were speaking about last week on Eddie Murphy, and for those that don't, little known fact, he was in that film as the fireman. He had a role in that film as the fireman. But like I said, man, that Snowfall, if you don't watch it, you should probably catch up on it. It's an amazing show. A lot of character development.
How many seasons? How many seasons?
This is the 4th season right now.
It's 4.
All right, I'll wait till the season over and I'll watch all of it together.
Man,
So I gotta say something about that. So real quick, Malik, on that, quick fact: John Singleton was also an intern on the Arsenio Hall show. I just learned that during the run for Coming to America too. And what Arsenio Hall said, that he was supposed to be like a PA, a runner, but every chance he got, he was either behind the camera or talking to the talent. People like Ice Cube. He said he met Ice Cube on the Arsenio Hall show. So that was very interesting.
I love it. And Snowfall is an amazing show. And the actor that plays Franklin is an amazing actor as well.
Damon.
Didn't know that he was British.
Yes.
In real life. It's always so amazing to me when I hear them do interviews, and it's like, wow, that whole entire dialect was an act on the show. You do it so well.
She on rock now.
And listen, is once again going back to the other show with Eddie Murphy. John Singleton did direct the Remember the Time video.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
John Singleton, Black Icon of the Week. We salute you, sir.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to
I gotta say this about Snowfall though. It's my favorite show, but it's also the one that gives me the most amount of trauma. I gotta say, because it's so realistic. Right? If you grew up during the crack era, and you knew anybody that was closely related to the streets, you don't have to be in the streets, but you might have known some people in the streets.
Yeah.
You were touched by what happened in that era, some way, somehow, personally. And some of the stuff that I see, I'm like reliving my teenage years in the crack era, and it's just like, God damn, how could we be so lost in that era and make so many bad decisions? And that's no judgment.
Honestly, I don't.
No. And I say that, no. I say that from a totally humble. There's no judgment in that. But, obviously I'm Monday morning night quarterbacking. But, it's funny when you think that everything is going to go good forever. That's the lesson that I get from that.
Yeah.
And that there's something that's going to go on a foul. So.
But I feel like most of the generation have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like even generations now, the younger kids who didn't take COVID seriously, they were flying around in spring break, going to COVID parties and making people call for them. Like everybody has this conversation in their young of the fact that they are invincible until something truly slaps them in the face or puts them down, that you respect it for the rest of your life. And unfortunately, even with the stuff that I saw with Snowfall, it was so crazy because you looked around and you were like, yo, If you've ever gone to a party for the first time and tried somebody else's weed, somebody else's drink, if you did any of those things in the crack era and you tried crack for the first time on accident in a party and got hooked for the rest of your life, that's some people's story from the 70s.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
70s. That's some story from the 90s.
True.
Like,
Yeah, right.
it's crazy.
Keep on the theme of health, though, man. He died of a stroke at 51 years old. I don't know any of his other conditions. What I do know is that diet, man, or diet. You got to get that salt, and your blood pressure, man. So, my brother died of a heart attack at 41 years old. Not taking his blood pressure medicines, and out there in Florida working out, and had a heart attack. Not taking care of himself in that way, man. So we really gotta change it up.
Yeah, I just want to say, I was gonna say shout out Freeway Rick because if you believe his story, most of it is his story allegedly.
It is. It clearly is.
I mean, if you know his story, it clearly is. But he kind of got shafted out of it because the big industry took it away. But it left us with Snowfall. So, but shout out to him. If you ever read his book, you know that, and he wrote the book before this was ever a thing. Most of this is his story, but they kind of like shafted him out of it. So,
yeah. Well, Jimmy, closing out. Do you have anything to look out for this week?
I have the episode of By the Hood that airs this Wednesday will feature the finance rebel and the Ivy investor. We had a great conversation about taxes. So, we have fun to talk about topics on here, but they really gave Corey and I a lesson on taxes and why taxes are important. So, be on the lookout for that. And I want everybody watching to support you guys on Thursday when you guys have your live class, because I think that what you're doing with taxes is dope, because how we look at taxes and how you guys look at taxes is different, but I'm starting to see your side of it. So I think everybody should definitely tune into you guys on Thursday, but also first on Wednesday on By the Hood.
Gotcha.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to, I do have my meme ready to go if you want the world to see that great body of art that was put together.
So you know what, Jimmy, to close your portion out, we will highlight the meme. Which one is this?
All right, so now I'm going to pull the meme up for you, sir. So, you know what I mean? Tell me if you're ready to see this meme. So here it is here. So it says when you realize
I did see it. Yeah, I saw it.
All right, so the street's like this one though. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you. Oh, Instagram.
I like this meme. This meme was fired. This meme was definitely.
I'm gonna stop here. You guys can go see the meme though. A lot of people probably already seen it, but
that meme was definitely fired.
I think STEMI culture, because STEMI culture is a thing now. So, but one of the best parts of STEMI culture, outside of the crab leg smell that permeates through the city of Philadelphia, is the memes though. Some of the STEMI memes are hilarious though.
Yeah, man.
They are. Did I miss anybody on the closeout? Tracy, did I get you?
No. So I am going to be doing coming Saturday a first-time home buyer class discussing some of the new programs and grant money that are out for Pennsylvania residents to buy property for the first time.
Oh, awesome. So they can find that where? On your page or?
Yeah, on my Instagram. The flyers and stuff will come out this week on Real Estate Tracy, like my tagline.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll make sure we share that on the I was about to say I'll definitely share it on the Finance Roll page, but we'll also share it on the Blackboard Project page.
And we'll share it on the By the Hood page as well.
Yeah.
I would have shared your thing tonight, Courtney, but I didn't know you had anything. Like you're so busy. Like I knew the April one, but
Right.
Yeah.
And Corey, would you have anything to close out?
Yeah. $COREY CAMP. No, I'm just messing with y'all. But if you do if you send me Bitcoin, if you send me money, it instantly turns to Bitcoin. Just to let you know, if you ever $COREY CAMP, it instantly turns to Bitcoin. Like all cash instantly turns to Bitcoin. But anyway, we got things going on this week at By the Hood. Like Jimmy said, the show on Wednesday, on Thursday with Courtney. And we also have the MDC project like Jim was talking about. For those people who don't know, we started our own fund. And if you want to follow what we got going on, go to mdcstrategy.com. mdcstrategy.com and sign up and follow what we're doing. It's a lot to it that I don't have time to explain, but if you want further explanation, hit us up at the page, hit me up individually, or hit up Jim.
All right, dope. All right, so I'm going last. So listen, everybody, I appreciate you all being here. Like everyone has said, Courtney and I are teaming up to deliver Unlocking the Tax Code for Black entrepreneurs. And so Unlocking the Tax Code for Black entrepreneurs is going to help you all understand and how to leverage the tax code. Me and Courtney, I know, really kind of feel like this is how you get your own reparations. And there's a lot of goofy memes really circulating around, telling y'all stuff that's going to jam you up and cost y'all a lot of money. So we said we're going to go ahead and put something together so we can actually do some real work and help y'all out. So y'all can find out all about this. It's a masterclass series. So we're doing one every month. All right. So you can find it at unlockingthetaxcode.com. Again, unlockingthetaxcode.com.
Dope.
All right, folks. I appreciate everybody being here. Our audience does. This was a good one. So remember what those instructions were, though. All those instructions from execute, write stuff down, call your family, get serious. Those things are real, y'all. We only get one thing at this shot, or we only get one thing at this thing that we call life. Right. So take it seriously, y'all. Let's get at it. I'll see y'all later. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Or great week.
Peace.
Bye.